we are going to look at factorizing algebraic expressions. To begin with, let's recall what the word factor means. So factor comes from the Latin term agent, and it means circumstance producing a result. In maths, factors are numbers that multiply together to give a result. I've got an example at the bottom of the page here. We can see the result here is 18, and the factors of 18 are going to be the numbers that multiply together to produce the result of 18. So for example, 2 and 9 are factors of 18 because they multiply together to produce the result of 18. Also, 3 and 6 multiply together to give 18. So all my factors of 18 would be 2, 3, 6, and 9. Let's move on to algebraic factors, or factors with algebraic terms. So we're going to be considering how to find not just a common factor, but the highest common factor of two algebraic terms. So we'll consider our two terms here. We've got 9b and 12ab, and I'm going to work through my steps. The first step there says, find the highest common variables. Looking at my two terms, I can see the variable that both of them share is b. So I'm just going to note down that they've got a common variable of b. 12 has an a next to it, but 9 doesn't, so that's not a common variable. Step 2 is to find the highest common factor of the numbers. To find the highest common factor of the numbers, I start by listing out my factors of each term. So 9, the numbers that times together to give 9 are 1 and 9, also 3 and 3. And then 12, the numbers that times together to give 12 are 6, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 12. So looking at those two lists, I can see the highest number shared by both lists, so the highest factor shared by 9 and 12 is going to be 3. So therefore, the highest common factor of 9b and 12ab is 3b. Let's have a look at another example. Here I've got the terms 4x squared y and 18xy. My first step is to find the highest common variables. Well, I can see both terms share y and both terms have an x. My first term has x squared, but my second term doesn't. So that means that my highest common variable is just xy. I'll just circle that and work on my next step. Now I need to find the highest common factor of the numbers. So I need to think of my multiples of my factors of 4 and my factors of 18 and find the highest one they share. My factors of 4 are 2, 2, 1, and 4, and my factors of 18 are 6, 3, 9, 2, 1, and 18. So looking at those two lists, I can see my highest common number factor is 2. So overall, the highest common factor of these two terms is 2xy. One more example. Here I've got negative 20x and negative 10x squared y. First step, find the highest common variables. Well, both terms have an x. The second term has x squared, but the first doesn't. So that means my highest common variable is just x. And then the second step says find the highest common factor of the numbers. It could be negative. So I need to think of my factors of negative 20 and my factors of negative 10, and then find the highest one they share. Factors of 20 are going to be 1, 20, 4, 5, 2, and 10. But note, to get a negative 20, each time I must have one of the factors being negative. So either it's negative 4 and 5 or 2 and negative 10, etc. I'm just going to put the positive version of the numbers down for now. For negative 10, I have 1, 10, 2, and 5. So the highest number factor that both of these share is 2. But note, both of my original terms were negative. So in this case, not only do I put 2x, but I also can take the negative out as a common factor.